Hello and welcome, my name is Fabio, welcome back to Overwatch. We are here talking about the Overwatch things. This is going to be a short little video, just really wanted to talk to you guys about the changes that are coming up in the PTR. What are your thoughts about it? Personally, I don't know everything about what's going on in the PTR, but more than gladly let me know. A lot of the stuff that I do know, I do get information from another YouTube channel called Your Overwatch, so links will be in the description down below to that channel because I watch them all the time. Anyways, what I really wanted to talk about is my thoughts on Triple Tank and what's going to be happening with the upcoming stuff with everything regarding the nerfs, buffs, everything that's going on in the PTR. So the main thing, Ana is getting hit not incredibly hard, but to a good amount that I think will affect Triple Tank, and that is her nade. Is instead of getting what used to be the regular amount of 100% healing extra done by Ana, that doesn't mean you get like double heals, but enhancing her healing ability and allowing like tanks to be healed in like 1 or 2 shots. That's being reduced down to 50% healing, and that might sound like a lot if you know math and statistic and like realizing to half anything in the game is a lot. Like that is not tweaking, that is like majorly reducing it. But the main thing that I think a lot of people have pointed out and a lot of people think is to be true, at least in a competitive atmosphere, depending where you are on the rankings, Ana is either seen as a very good character or not so good of a character. Because if you don't land your shots and if you can't heal an insane amount like you should, a good Ana can heal tons for tanks and like even squishies. And she's really good, but if you're at the lower ranks and you don't have the skill base, and you might not see Ana as being that great.
I really don't know.
And nerfing that like the healing nade is gonna be huge because it's like you're lowering her best thing because now she can't heal as much as before. Now I think it's just like many other characters, like let's say Genji or something like that. There's skill bases and why more characters get picked at maybe a lower rank or a higher rank. Genji might not be picked at lower ranks too much because he's required skill base, as well as Tracer. Ana is a skill-based character, so it would seem that those characters are not played as much. You maybe play Soldier or Reaper for DPS. You play Lucio or Mercy for heals, and like those are the standard picks, and they're not super difficult. But at higher ends of play, Ana's used so much. Like if you don't have an Ana, you're at such a disadvantage. It's like not fair. Like Ana, like without even after the nerf with the speed boost for her ult, she's still that like the Ana ult of Nano Boost is insane. It does so much. You give that to a Genji or a Reaper, or even a lot of people just give it to Soldier because his ult's already super strong. Ana is so good right now that I think the nade going down isn't a huge deal. I think it does make it a bit more difficult in order to heal a tank back up to full health. Like it's not going to be two shots anymore. It's going to take like probably 4 or 5, which can lead to like a DPS out healing the heals you do. They might out damage the heals you do, which is a good thing. Because before, you could be at like 1 health, and then Reaper's reloading and trying to kill a Roadhog, and then immediately nade, and then 2-shot, and Roadhog's back to full health, and you're like, oh god, I'm gonna die now. Because you already took some damage. So it's a bit like that. But Ana nade, the one thing that I think is still gonna carry her to be picked a lot is the anti-heals. Because if you have a coordinated team, and this doesn't always happen if you're in solo queue or anything like that, but you throw an anti-heal on someone, that is like focus fire on that person because there ain't no Mercy or anything gonna come save you there. Or an Ana can't, like, if she shoots you, it's like, oh, that's a waste of healing. You might as well heal someone else. You can't do anything there. So it's really, I think Ana's still gonna be widely used. No, not knocking Ana at all, but this might be a good thing. Again, it's only in PTR, which does not mean these changes are set in stone, but more as a seeing what happens in the community. Where did they take it? Where does everyone take these new buffs or nerfs? Now the other thing that's happened is Roadhog's hook is being fixed. I think there are a lot of positives with this fix, and I don't think there are too many negatives. The fixes would be hooks aren't as crazy as before. You can't get away with like some like hook around the corner, he hit me through the wall, what the heck? Like, that won't happen anymore because it's all based on line of sight. Now, this might sound very familiar as to the previous Roadhog supposed fix that didn't happen at all. Some may even say that it, like, made it even worse. But from what I've seen and everything, it's working out really well. So I think this Roadhog thing is, in itself, a good thing for everyone, that there won't be as much BS hooks, but it will also be a benefit to Roadhog players because you will have more of a consistency of hooks. You're just gonna have to learn to, like, no, you're not getting those hooks around corners or anything like that, but you will still be able to get loads of picks, and now with maybe even more certainty, because before, if you hooked someone that was right up close in front of you to stop them doing something, like, you could stop a D.Va's Matrix. Before, if you would, granted, it's a bad example because D.Va's a tank and a big target. Let's say Anna or something. If you hook Anna that's right in front of you, before it would be like a random day, like if she ended up in front of you, behind you, to the left, right, anything like that. I've had instances where I've hooked someone and they end up behind me. I'm like, what? And I've also had instances where I hook someone that's right in front of me and then the hook pushes them back, like farther away from you. So I think it's gonna be more consistent. Again, I have not used it too much to the extent to have found other maybe game-breaking things. Who knows? Maybe your hook goes on for 50 meters. I don't know. It's not anything crazy like that, but I do think these changes that I've listed off right now are good. Another slight change that I've heard about, I have not particularly delved too much into it, but D.Va is getting a couple work changes done to her. Her health and shield are being changed. The shield being the blue health bar that you have, or the yellow one, I think. Those will be switching. Before, I think it was 200 health and 400 shielding, but now it will be 400 health and 200 shielding, mainly due to shields have a regenerative property or something, and they take damage reduction and stuff like that. So it's very interesting what this is gonna do to D.Va. So we have to just take that into consideration and what we're gonna be doing with that. So that's really everything in the PTR. Everything considered, maybe just to touch on the maps, just because recently I haven't been able to talk about that. I really do like the new maps. Competitive wise, I've played on it one time. Quick play, I've played it plenty of times. And arcade mode, I don't even touch it because I've had way too many bad experiences with people being horrible. But I do genuinely like the map. I like the openness. I like that it's very different than some of the maps. I don't know. I just generally like the feel of the map. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Blizzard's usually really good about doing maps. It's not Eichenwald. It's not that. It's not the very... I think a lot of people in the community, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like a lot of people don't like Eichenwald. But that's another discussion in itself. But that's really gonna have to do it for this episode. We talked about a couple things. Let me know if you like this kind of style on videos where I just kind of talk about things, whatever I personally, my opinions are on some topic of Overwatch. Competitive wise, quick play wise, anything wise, character wise, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but I'd love to do more stuff about Overwatch. I love the game. I play it way too much. I am addicted. I will admit that. But other than that, love the Fob fam, love your faces, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Oh, yeah.